So we are starting that. I'd like to welcome everyone to our Founders Day Challenge webinar tonight. We are so excited to see so many individuals here, Delta Sig brothers, so welcome. I'd like to start out, obviously, I'm Janine Triplett, but I'd also like to recognize Brittany Kiger, who is our Executive Assistant for the Delta Sigma Pi Leadership Foundation. I know many of you probably know her and have worked with her over the years. Before we get started, I would like to welcome our Founders Day National Co-Chairs, Cody and Brennan, and they are both COIs, and I think you both are well aware of their background, and I'm thrilled to have them as part of this campaign, and I'd like them to turn it over to them, Cody and Brennan, to say something on behalf of our Founders Day Challenge campaign.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. So we're very honored to serve you guys in this position. I'm actually just left a chapter meeting talking about the Founders Day Challenge, so it's already been on my brain a little bit. I saw their face light up whenever they said it affects directly to their chapter leadership fund. So I'm very excited to co-chair this along with Brennan. Hopefully we're able to raise some good amount of money for our chapters. I think it's a really good campaign. It's our first time, so hopefully if it goes well, maybe we'll do it again next year. So just wanted to add that in there. We're very excited to get started with this.
Awesome. Yeah, I totally echo everything Cody had said. And I just want to really underscore that the really exciting element of this campaign is that 100% of the dollars that we raise will go right to your chapter to put into use for your professional development and educational events. So I know we're going to dive into a little bit more. What are chapter leadership funds for those who may not be super familiar? How does it really make an impact in your chapter? But I am so incredibly excited because these are the type of initiatives and moments that are going to be funded through your chapter leadership funds, through lead schools, provincial conferences, President's Academy, GCC, and other educational opportunities that are really going to make your Delta Sig experience that much greater and really lay the foundation for a great lifelong involvement within our fraternity. So super excited to help co-chair this with Cody. Always here to be a resource as we navigate this process together and raise a lot of great money that will directly benefit all of our collegiate chapters. So thanks, Janine, for helping put all this together. We're super excited to help contribute.
Okay, well, thank you. And I want to mention a few more, I want to do a few more introductions. I want to welcome Corey, our Grand President. He is on the call. And also the fraternity board of directors, our trustees, our Leadership Foundation trustees who are on the call, all our volunteers. You are so important. We wouldn't be able to do this work without you. And of course, the reason why we're here are chapters. So I want to give a shout out to the whole Tall Pi chapter, from Jacksonville State University, who is the entire chapter is on the webinar tonight. So shout out to you all. So without further ado, let's talk about what is the Founders Day Challenge. As we said, we are very excited. We are going to have a 2-day giving extravaganza, and we are going to start on Sunday, November the 7th, and we're ending it on November the 8th for 2 days of giving. So leading up to this, as we're doing tonight, we're going to be talking a lot about our mission, why money, the proceeds that the chapters will benefit through the leadership conferences, why having the leadership money is important to support the chapters. So the funds go to the leadership funds, and we want to make sure that everyone understands what the leadership funds are and that we tell our story about why they're important. And Brennan already mentioned some of that, and it's just a very important message that we're going to try to work on during those 2 days. We will celebrate Founders Day while supporting this campaign and by collecting gifts from the brothers, friends, and families for each chapter's leadership fund. And we will also raise money for the annual fund campaign as well. So what are the chapter leadership funds? The chapter leadership funds started in 2018. And what we have found is not all chapters and not all brothers, alumni brothers, know that what they are. So we want to make sure that everyone knows that our chapter leadership funds are chapter specific accounts within the Delta Sigma Pi Leadership Foundation. They were created to receive charitable gifts restricted to each Delta Sigma Pi chapter. Collegiate chapters can request grants to defray the direct costs related to attending fraternity events, lead provincial conferences, lead schools, Grand Chapter Congress, and the President's Academy, or to cover the cost associated with hosting an educational or leadership development speaker on your campus. So again, one of our goals with the Founders Day Challenge is to educate all collegiate and alumni brothers on the advantages and the uses of their chapter leadership funds. So how can you participate in the Founders Day Challenge? There's several ways. The basic way you can do is make a gift. We really want to be spreading the word. We have a lot of social media. We've already been trying to really get the word out about just make a gift. Your donation can support a specific chapter or again to the annual fund. There's no need to register to set up a page or do anything else. So we encourage at the basic level if our Delta Sig brothers would just consider a gift during those 2 days. The second thing is you can register as a participant. As a participant, you can set up your own personal fundraising page to help support the chapter leadership fund of your choice. Share your reason for supporting your chapter. You can add photos to your page and more. You can tell your Delta Sig story and share your personal page via email and social media to gain additional support from your brothers, family, friends, and more. Number 3, you can start a team. You can join other brothers and friends to support a common goal. Together for your team, you can reach even higher goals as we support the future Delta Sigs. And we'll show this a little later. So the central office staff, we have set up a team page for our group. So we will be raising money as well. Number 4, becoming ambassadors. Our ambassadors, we've had, right now we have 36 ambassadors signed up. They have access to content, images, and badges to utilize in their post. And we will help ensure their success of the Founders Day Challenge by increasing the number of alumni, friends, and parents who donate to the foundation through this process. So we really want to make a concerted effort to have ambassadors who are part of this process, and as many ambassadors across the country as we can recruit, we will. And we really want to help. They're making a commitment to be a part of the campaign, to set up their pages, to think about ways they can really help raise money for either the CLF, the Chapter Leadership Fund, or the annual fund. And they're really helping us spread the word about the campaign. So in terms of individual chapters, I think one thing we wanted to make sure that the chapters understand, why should a chapter participate in the Founders Day Challenge? So one thing we've realized is many chapters, since we've started this, the funds, many chapters do not have resources or the support necessary to organize a fundraising campaign on their own for their chapter leadership funds. We are providing each chapter the tools to do this. Number 2, the Founders Day Challenge gives each chapter the opportunity to reach out to the Delta Sig alumni from their chapters to provide them with an update on chapter activities and ask for their support. Again, the individual pages that you set up will give you the opportunity to tell your Delta Sig story. We know that many alumni brothers want to support their local chapters, and our alumni really want to keep up with what their local chapters are doing. They'd love to know about your successes and how you're doing. Oftentimes, though, they're not asked for support, and they don't know the most beneficial way to support your chapter. So this is giving them a vehicle to do that for you. Number 3, support the mission of the Delta Sigma Pi Leadership Foundation. Our main purpose is to provide the funds to support our collegiate brothers through our educational programs and training. We need to make sure that while as a undergraduate member, our brothers understand the importance of supporting the Leadership Foundation once they graduate, as Delta Sig is more than 4.
Hey, Janine, could I just add something real quick?
Yes, please.
So I'd love to just really underscore a few of the points that were made, especially for our collegiate brothers who are on the line. One is that we'd love for you to participate in whatever form looks best and most comfortable for you. But I think there's not an expectation as a collegiate member that you're giving to the campaign in terms of your actual finances. What I would hope, and you're welcome to, don't get me wrong, anyone is more than welcome to give, and every chapter will be very appreciative for your support. But this is really a chance for you to just help spread the word, create a page, join a team, form a team, become an ambassador. Those call to actions will do a multitude more than the likelihood of you being able to donate back to your own chapter. So we'd love to see folks really get involved and excited. And I really want to underscore the first point on this slide, which is one of the biggest difficulties that a lot of chapters face is the ability to fundraise, right? And why do we want to fundraise? Well, we want to fundraise to send brothers to LEAD, to GCC, and to provincial conferences. And this is a great way to have 100% of donations be able to directly support those initiatives. And if you have a lot of chapters have like a chair for fundraising, or maybe potentially another type of role that's similar and help support those efforts, here is a great built-in way. Janine and her team have built a toolkit. All you need to do is just take and execute. It should be super easy. And we want to help you make sure that it's a success. So it's a great way to reach out to family, to friends, to alumni, brothers, especially for chapters that have been around for a long time. There's a lot of opportunity to re-engage those alumni. As especially in this virtual world, it's easier than ever to reach alumni. So this should be a really awesome opportunity. And if you want to talk offline to more details, I know we're going to cover some really great content moving forward about how this is going to come to life. But definitely everyone should take advantage of this opportunity, and we're excited to help you make sure it's a success. Thanks, Janine.
Thank you. And in terms of being an ambassador, if you want to be an ambassador, just put it, you can email myself and Brittany, and our emails will be here at the end of the presentation. You can make a note in the chat. Either way, you can contact us. Also, but any Delta Sig can set up a page. So we anticipate that once the page becomes live and we will get it out to everyone, anyone can set up a page before the campaign. So we just make sure that people know that. So now I'd like to talk about some of the best practices to promote your Founders Day Challenge page. You're like, okay, I've set up a page. What do I do now? So few things. Support your Founders Day Challenge with a gift of 1907. That's just the simplest way that we just love the 1907 in honor of the year we were founded. Work with your chapter to educate them on what the Founders Day Challenge is and how it will benefit your chapter. 3, ask at least 10 Delta Sigs to support the Founders Day Challenge. 4, reach out to your network before the 7th and 8th. So once you set up your page, just say, hey, send out an email. Say, hey, just want to let you know, I think, Delta Sig means a great deal to me. And I've wanted to share more information about you. And I hope you'll consider a gift on that day or that time. And then right before, just send them another reminder. And yeah, reach out to your network again as early as possible. It's maybe about at 6 p.m. On the 8th to remind them if they haven't made a gift yet. So those are just some of the best practices for promoting your page. Chapter incentives. This is the part I'm so excited about. We have had several donors step up and make donations to help us cover chapter incentives. So we really want to incentivize the chapters that are making an effort to be a part of this year. And so we have $3,000 that we will be giving to the top 6 chapters. So again, thanks to a generous Delta Sig brother and donor, we're able to award the following. The top 6 chapters will receive $500 each, and we will award those chapters who raise the most money by chapter size. So tier 1, 35 or fewer members, there will be 2 gifts in that category and 2 gifts in the other 2. So tier 2, 36 to 65 members will receive 2 $500 gifts, and tier 3 will also receive 2 $500 gifts. Once awarded, this money will be deposited directly into each chapter leadership fund account. So now we're going to show you, we're going to go through a few frequently asked questions. So as we've been talking to individuals, we've been working with committee members, we've been sharing this with the fraternity board, the foundation, other volunteers that over the last few months, we've talked about this campaign and been bouncing different ideas off of individuals. We've come up with some of the FAQs for this campaign that we wanted to share with you. So how do I get started? It's as simple as registering as a participant or joining to start a team. So what we will do is once our page becomes live, which it will probably be live by the end of the week, we will send everyone on this webinar a link. And if you want to register, you can do so then. What if my chapter's closed? If I'm an alumni? Can I give to another chapter? Well, absolutely. You can give to any chapter of your choosing or give to the annual fund. Some of the alumni that I have talked to on some Zoom and different calls have suggested that if your chapter is closed, that maybe you could consider giving to one of the newer chapters in Delta Sig that don't have as many alumni as some of the older ones. Next question, can I just donate to the annual fund and not a chapter leadership fund? Well, of course, yes, you can. There will be a drop down on the list and we'll show you that where you can make a donation directly to the annual fund. So what if I want to organize a team to fundraise for the Founders Day Challenge? Is that possible? Of course, we will talk a little more about that in a few minutes, but yes, set up a team. The whole chapter can be a team. And within that team, each chapter can have their pages. What are ambassadors? Ambassadors can be alumni or collegiate members, and they have a simple yet important mission. Just help us spread the word about Delta Sigma Pi Days of Giving to their social media networks. The ambassadors have access to content and information and badges to help them with their posts, make them creative, and help us ensure the success for everyone with the Founders Day Challenge. I think the ambassadors really help us tell the story of the great work that Delta Sig does through all the leadership opportunities that we have for our collegiate members. Do I have to be on social media to participate as an ambassador? And the answer is no. I think that is sort of perception when I've talked to some individuals who are like, oh, well, I'm not on social media, I can't do this. That's not the case. You can actually set your page up. And if you want to use email, you can just send the link to page to your Delta Sig friends, families, and brothers via email. You do not have to be on social media to participate in the Founders Day Challenge. Will each collegiate chapter have their own fundraising page? Yes, each chapter will have the opportunity and option to create their own team page or raise money individually. We have a few more on the next page. Can anyone set up their own donation page? We encourage it. Anyone can create their own page without being part of a team. Just click register button and under the Get Involved tab on the Founders Day Challenge homepage. Do I have to give online or can I mail a check directly to central office? This program allows you to make gifts offline and still credit those to your page. So yes, you can do that and you can send checks directly to the central office, and on the page that you will the information will direct you on how to make those offline gifts. If our chapter hosts an event for Founders Day, how can we maximize our gifts through the Founders Day Challenge? We know that some chapters may be having fundraising events, or you could start doing that around the Founders Day Challenge. That is a possibility. If you have an event, then any money received during that event can also be credited towards your Founders Day Challenge goal. So now on the next page, I'm going to turn it over to Brittany, and she's going to show you when our Founders Day, our pages look like for the campaign or website. Brittany, are you good to, oh, there you go.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you all of the different pages. This is the landing page. So this is the page that everyone will be sent to. It's where you get started. We list all of the information that Janine just went over. So each of the different ways to participate. You see there's the different donate buttons. So you can donate up here where you can find a participant or a team, or you can just make a gift directly. You can get to all those FAQs that Janine just went over. Again, registering, starting a team. Then here's the donate button. These numbers are fake right now. We've not raised money. It's all just part of my testing. But you can see we have our different goal, and as we reach our goal, the DSP letters will fill up in color.
Hey, Brittany, I'm not sure if it's just my screen, but I don't think we see the screen moving. I think it just might have froze.
Did it? Okay.
Is that like that for you, Cody? Is the screen frozen? Yeah.
Yeah. What can you guys see right now?
We just see the top of the Founders Day Challenge.
Okay.
We can see you pointing at anything if you are pointing to stuff.
Okay. Well, then let me stop sharing and try to reshare and see if that unfreezes it.
It sort of looks like the website. I'm sorry, the screenshot from the page still.
Okay. Can you see it scrolling now?
Yeah,
Yes.
no, it's great.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, well, I will start over here then. Just a second. Okay, so the main page up here at the top is all the navigation. So you can register as a team. You can see the leaderboard, so you can see which teams are raising the most money, which individual fundraisers are raising the most money. You can register, start the team, all of that. If you scroll down here, it lists all of the ways you can participate. You have the donate button, the goal that will fill up as we reach our goal. Again, our contact information. So if you have any questions during this, if you email foundation@dsp.org, that comes directly to me. So we can answer any questions that you have. So you can join or start a team, register as an individual. It will show you the different people who have started their page and who have signed up for this challenge. You can click that and it'll take you directly to their page. Why you should participate, what your support, the difference that your support makes. And then down here are the individual like quick links to make a donation. So we have it set up. So 1907, if you want to make a $19.07 donation, you just click that. 50, 114 to celebrate our 114 years of brotherhood. We have 250, 500. And then if you would like to give 1,907, you can do that. And that also earns you a seat at the Delta Sig Investors Roundtable. We will have different matching and challenge donors, and they will be listed down here. These are just samples right now, but all of this will be listed down at the bottom. We'll show you what it looks like for a team page. So this is the central office team page. Again, has the donate button. You can join this team. So if you and several of your brothers, we suspect a lot of chapters will create a team. So for example, Alpha Theta, they want to create a team, they can just create their team, and then the different brothers of that chapter can join the team and they can raise money from there. You can see the individual donors. So you can see who donates to the different funds. Shows all of the pictures that'll be shared on each participant's page. So that's kind of cool. So Haley has uploaded her pictures here. And if I had pictures, my pictures would also show up. So we'll show a wide variety of pictures. Again, the quick links to donate are on the side. And you do not have to donate these amounts. That is one thing that you should share as you fundraise. If you just click the regular donate button, it'll give you the option to donate an additional amount. You fill in your contact information, and to select the fund that you want, you just start to type it in. So say you're Alpha Beta. So you click that. And if you are sharing this with your parents and they're like, I have no idea what Greek chapter you belong to, if they start to type in the school name, it'll also populate, which is super helpful. Put in the card information and hit that, and you'll automatically receive a receipt. These are all tax deductible donations, just like normal contributions to the Leadership Foundation. If you want to see a participants page, I had Haley, one of our staff members, set up her page. Haley shared a little bit about her story, so when you set up your page, it'll give you the option to include your story, upload pictures. You can set your own personal fundraising goal. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do with this. So you can also do activities. So if you want to do a happy hour and you want to ask for a $10 donation for each person who attends your happy hour, you can set up that event within your page and invite all of your friends and family to join. They can make their donation directly through that event, and it'll all credit to your participants page. People can join a team from your page. There's a lot of different options. You can customize a lot on your page to make it look how you want it. It'll show the timeline. So as people make different donations to your page, it'll all list right here. I know I kind of went through that quickly. Does anyone have questions on how to find things or where stuff goes?
Brittany, when will the pages be available for people to start setting up? Like, is
So-
it out of test mode now?
It is not out of test mode. We have our final meeting with One Cause, which is who this program is through. We have our final meeting this week, and once she gives us the go-ahead, we will be able to make our pages live and share that so that everyone can start setting up their pages.
So we're hoping by the end of the week, we'll be able to go live and send the links out so people can start setting their pages up.
And how will we announce that out, just so everybody knows?
We will be sending emails. It'll be posted on social media.
Okay,
Ambassadors will be sharing that information as
Okay.
well.
Yeah.
And then I also got a question in the chat from Vivian about where will we be able to find this recording for future reference?
Actually, the same thing. We probably will make it available on our social media platforms, and we'll also include it to with anyone who inquires about the Founders Day Challenge, and we'll probably email it as well. So we'll work to get it out. Or contact like the foundation email, we'll send it to you that way.
Yeah,
And one of the things too, we were talking about, oh, Brittany, she was showing the challenges. So far we've had several alumni step up, and you're gonna see during those 2 days, we hope to have some nice challenges during different maybe hours during the 2 days and timeframes. And so we're gonna do as much as we can to make this fun. One thing we know is that our Delta Sig brothers are very competitive. So we hope that there will be some fun competition between regions, provinces, areas, maybe alumni chapters. So who knows, the sky's the limit, but we certainly want to make this fun and really use this to spread the word about it. So Brittany, are you showing the event piece?
Yeah, I just pulled it up. This is how on my page I kind of set up, and this is just kind of our example page right here. Set it up so that I can have an event, and there's a wide variety. Say that your chapter wants to have a bake sale and set up outside the student union. You can record all of your donations that you make from that bake sale through your online event right here, which is really cool. If you have somebody who wants to write you a check and they don't want to donate online, you also have the ability to go ahead and, like, through the team, add in donations that way. So it's super flexible.
All right, any other questions about the portal, the pages? You will see also at the top, we also have the frequently asked questions. Those were the same questions we just went over. As we talk to more individuals and chapters and they bring up things that we believe that need to be covered, we'll update that frequent FAQ page. That's hard to say. So we'll continue to update that. So we're really excited about this. Another thing that will happen is that we will have a leaderboard running on this page for those 2 days. So if you are the competitive sort, you will be able to check out the leaderboard, and it will show how everyone is doing. So that will give you the opportunity to maybe provide some fun competition. So
would like
what
to
questions,
add,
any other questions about the pages?
Yeah.
Are you there? Go ahead.
Janine, I want to add a little bit about the leaderboards.
Okay.
With the leaderboards, it shows more than just money raised. There's also, you get different points for sharing on social media, for recruiting your friends to join your team and participate on your page, as well as the other activities, like I mentioned, the virtual happy hour or the bake sale or whatever you want to do. You also get points for all of those. So if you see, it shows on here the different categories. You can see the top teams to see who's raising the most money, who's earning the most points. So it's more than just money, it's also points. If you scroll down, it just shows, you know, all of this information. It shows how many points you get for the different social media posts and sharing, because sometimes you may not have the ability to fundraise, to make donations yourself, but you can fundraise. And so just by sharing on social media, that is a huge help, and that earns you points and, you know, just participation overall.
And then also on the back end, when you set up your own page, one of the great things about this, which I really like, so you'll be able to, as when someone donates to your page, you will be notified. You can select the way you receive those notifications, either through email or text. So say I get on and I give to Brittany's page, she will receive a text, or it's up to her how she wants to receive it, but she will receive an email or text saying Janine Triplett made a $50,000 gift to her page. Of course, I do that for Brittany. And then I can, that way she can contact me directly to say, thank you so much for your support. And then we will also provide toolkits for every team to have resources for suggested thank you letters, and which sort of, they sort of have those anyway, but we have some language for Delta Sig thank you letters that you can use as well. So when you set up your own page, though, it will give you the ability to link to your social media pages if you are active on social media. So that's how those points are generated, to be linked to your social media, but I know some people really are interested in that. So it is an option. So, and then last but not least, on our last page, we wanted to mention some of our resources that will be available. I mentioned the toolkit that we will have for all the ambassadors. And then we have we will start running social media 10 days prior to the fraternity network nationally, and we're working right now on some content for that. So we have several brothers who are working on, we have some videos. You may have seen the videos of Cody and Brennan already, but then we also have some chapter brothers who are doing some videos. If as a chapter or an individual you would like to do a video, we would love to share it online and talk about the Founders Day Challenge. So please email us. I would love to have some additional videos from chapters saying we are looking forward to the Founders Day Challenge. We hope you'll support us, and we'll run those 10 days out, starting to really get to some momentum for the campaign. So at this time, it's more questions. What questions do you all have for us? And Brennan and Cody, did you want to mention anything else that we may have forgotten, or did you think of anything else you want to mention?
I don't really have anything to add. I think you covered it. I'm just so incredibly excited, and I hope that everyone on the line, regardless of your current role or level of involvement within Delta Sig, are super excited to contribute in one way or another, even if it's just spreading the word. I think this is a really awesome opportunity that we haven't had the ability to really capitalize on before. And with the chapter leadership funds being new, it's a great educational opportunity for your chapters. For any of our volunteer leadership on the line, feel free and please inform all of your chapter leadership. And then from anyone who's on the line, I see we have a few people who focus on alumni relations, the VPARs on the line. This is not only a great opportunity to get some incredible support financially for your chapter, but it's a chance and really a platform for you to reconnect with alumni. So even if they don't give, you can still kind of connect and get that relationship going again. So super excited to see all that you all raise, and then we'll get to see you hopefully in the spring in person with your funded travel to all of these events to come in and see us and work together to create a great professional development opportunity through Delta Sig. So thanks, Janine and Brittany, for all the work on this, and the rest of the team who have put this together. Super excited to see it come to fruition.
Well, and thanks for everyone. Oh, go ahead, Cody. Go ahead.
Oh, I'll just kind of go off of that. Brendan kind of summed up everything that I was going to say in my head. I was kind of formulating, and then he was like saying it as I was going, and I was like, he covered everything I was going to say. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone who's working on this on the back end, formulating all of the websites and getting all that marketing material ready. I really do appreciate this. So I really hope we're able to help chapters out more than we ever have, especially on our Founders Day. So like he said, it's a really good way to reconnect with alumni, with collegiate brothers, get them involved, and just overall overall everyone learning about the chapter leadership funds. So hopefully everyone is not just doing chapter leadership funds on Founders Day. So after this, you know, when people have their next paycheck in December, or like, hey, they have a little bit of money, they know where to go now. So I think just the educational piece of knowing what that leadership fund is for. Of course, maybe we'll do this an annual thing, but hopefully throughout the years, it'll also push just general donations throughout, just because everyone has the knowledge now of the foundation.
Well, and then Cody, just to build on what you were saying, I was going to mention too, this is the first year for this. This is our kickoff. We're very excited about it. I just am so excited about the potential this has for Delta Sig moving forward. So once we finish our first Founders Day challenge, we will regroup. We will ask for feedback from everyone who participated, and we will build it bigger and better next year. And we will just continue. And I just think it is a wonderful opportunity for our chapters to raise money for their leadership programs and then the annual fund. The annual fund is really important for the fraternity. As you know, the foundation, our number one client, right, is the fraternity. We are here to support the fraternity, and the annual fund allows us to do lots of things to support the fraternity and the programs in addition to the chapter leadership fund. So it's a win-win for everyone. We thank you so much. You've got our email addresses. And as Brittany said, be sure, if you don't remember, just do foundation@dsp.org. We will be pushing all this information out. We will send you a link that has, as soon as it's live, so you can start setting up your pages. The actual donation page will not go live until November 7th at midnight. So be ready for that. So thank you so much for everyone for participating. And again, reach out to us if you have any questions.